pinning things up to a corkboard, circling things on a mat with a red marker in ways that I won't understand later. The Warriors are losing, and I feel responsible. I don't want to think anything. As soon as I get to my car, I'm turning snow patrols if I lay here up to full blast. Man, we're busy. People are coming all up in here like we got that New Jersey Drake. I think I saw someone lip syncing Justin Timberlake's Mirrors. I couldn't hear, but I know the words. My relief is late and I don't get it. It's not like she's listening to that New Jersey Drake. What if you could yell construction zones? Like, this is shit. It's ruining everything. I didn't expect this. I'm about to listen to Hella Imogen Heap. Hand soap's become a huge deal to me. That's all I think about. Basketball was cool until my friends showed up. Somebody asked me if I ever seen basketball, and I was like, you mean like watch people play? And they were like, no, the movie. My philosophy professor said all we know is there's no real thing anymore, and I was like, nice. Most bizarre and harmless form of torture, constantly being followed, then unfollowed by the same person. I always wanted to write a script about 2015, then it happened, and I was like, whoa, okay. My Zenga is so transparent. I wish I could just go an entire day without looking at anyone. I was putting the order away when Jorge came to the back to ask me if I'd ever seen Blank Check. And I was like, no. And he was like, well, you should. Then he just left without telling me what it's about. Someone tried to make me feel bad about being at work when it's so nice out, and I was like, I don't see what the big deal is. It's always nice out. We live in California. For this week's discussion on Chapter 8, I copied and pasted somebody else's response as my own. And the original author commented, did you just... If my calculations are correct, I can miss things. I'm probably a philosopher. One of the first things I ever learned about my worldview is it's incredible. Somebody asked me what I'm drinking, and I was like, water. And they were like, can I try some? And I was like, sure, but what? I don't understand poets. I don't think any of this is brilliant. I think I've been screaming in my head for the last 15 minutes. When I was a kid, my dad bought a crab for our fish tank and it killed all of our fish and escaped. When I was in 6th grade, I asked Mrs. Perugia if Daddy Longlegs bite, and she was like, no, their fangs aren't long enough. But if they were, they would probably kill us. From that day on, I had the biggest crush on her. Jorge left the sink on, and I was like, "You got a problem with whales?" And he was like, "Yes, I do. They're so beautiful and cute." Remember that song Michael Jackson wrote about his pet rat? That was weird. Remember that song by Sade, Smooth Operator? I used to work out to it. I've read the rules to Scrabble 100 times and I don't agree. My neighbor just pulled up and she's hella listening to me in the mirror. Hey, you know what I've always thought is hella funny? When a group of people are getting ready to leave somewhere sketch, when one of them is like, "You know what? I'm gonna stay." Seeking emancipation through non-specific objects. What if the highlighted caption next to someone's handle read, "Hates you"? What if God is one of your followers and you don't even know? I don't know why Sandy said she has lemons for Donna. She only had one. Mo and I decided we're always sagging because we need suspenders, so I was like, "We should get some this weekend." And he was like, "Where?" And I was like, And just like that, the dream died. The In-N-Out clerk was quick. I didn't even have to tell her I want grilled onions. I thought, if you were any younger, you could probably be friends with Donna. Would pouring coffee onto this lawn get it super excited? Not a bathrooms guy. I try not to go. One thing you never see coming is a severely depressing experience. You know what? I think I just get tired of being so goddamn cool all the time. For the last day of my intercultural communications course, we had a potluck and I didn't know what to do, so I brought you 18 packs of course. And everyone was like, "No." Jesse, what the hell? Nobody opened those, we can't. This old man slammed his cane on the ground next to me and I thought, what, is that supposed to scare me? Because it did. Sort of. I told Jorge after I clock out, I'm about to read and go to the gym in this. And he was like, "That looks uncomfortable." And I was like, "No. It's chill. It's not like I'm gonna work on my legs. It's not like I'm gonna work on my legs. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna work on my legs." And he was like, "Well, you should." I poop, I pee, I can cry. I don't want to think anything. As soon as I get to my car, I'm turning temper trap's sweet disposition up to full blast. Somebody asked me how they got confused, and I was like, "I don't know. I just explained it to you. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the back, putting pyramids together with my mind." Thank you.
Yeah.